Alright guys, what's going on? So I got another PSS 6v6 here for you. Today I learned about some fucking threats, okay? Alright, and now, contrary to what you may be thinking, get it? It's not the superior. I know what those things do. I know Mamoswine can be a badass. I know Azumarill can be tough. Obviously Charizard. I've heard the horror stories about Umbreon, and seen a little bit of it, so I knew that thing could be a pain in the ass. But I had no fucking idea how much of a pain in the ass it would be. And then the Ambipom, which I wasn't afraid of at all, and that was a mistake. So we are gonna jump right into it here. I'm gonna be leading. This does get like pretty stally near the end, so I did turn off the battle animations for this. So I'm gonna have to talk pretty quick to keep up, and I'm probably gonna fall behind a couple times. So forgive me for that. But anyway, so I'm going to lead off with the Talonflame. He leads off with the Ambipom. He's going to fake us out. I should have seen that coming. I don't know why I didn't. But anyway, so I'm going to try to just get a U-turn off on it and get some kind of damage and get out of there. But he outspeeds, because again, I forget that Talonflame speed just comes from Gale Wings. So he just destroyed our Talonflame, and that thing probably just really hates me at this point. It's like, please, just release me. Please, just let me go. So anyway, so I gotta bring in the Choice Scarfed, Air Slash, Serene Grace, Douchebag, Togekiss. You always gotta try to bring like one douchebag thing, just in case somebody else has something. So he's gonna switch into the Azumarill, take that Air Slash. It's not gonna do that much. I don't really want to just stay in and just Air Slash hacks. That's not really what that set is. It's just like to bail me out just in case I'm really in trouble. So we go into the Venusaur. I cover both this thing's typings really well with Venusaur here. He doesn't switch. I mean, it's probably for the best. He's going to be at low health after that belly drum, and he's not really going to be fast enough to do anything later on. So he just sacks that thing off pretty much like I did Talonflame. I threw Talonflame away. He threw Azumarill away. So he brings in the Mamoswine. He's going to get some ice attacks off on Venusaur, thinking that's his best option. But it's fucking not, because Venusaur's a goddamn beast, and he doesn't give a shit with that thick fat. So we're just going to literally just, eat this thing. Like, Venusaur just ate this Mamoswine and got all our health back. Mamoswine didn't accomplish a damn thing. So finally, he does what he should have done in the first place and go into the Charizard. And so that's definitely going to scare me out. I don't want any part of that. Even with the thick fat, I don't really want to take Charizard attacks. So Tyranitar I figured was my best matchup here. We'll get the Sandstorm up, and I figured I could hit this thing with a Stone Edge and fuck it up pretty good. He goes for a Dragon Dance on the first turn without Mega Evolving, and I thought for a second there maybe it wasn't a Mega, but it definitely is. So he is going to go ahead and Mega Evolve, and with that speed boost, he's going to hit us with an Outrage. And I really expected to live this. I was really surprised that Tyranitar couldn't take that. And I make another stupid play here. Poor Talonflame I just threw away, and now I'm going to throw away Excadrill. With the speed boost he got from Dragon Dance, I wanted to use the Sand Rush to be able to outspeed it, and I thought Iron Head might hit a little bit harder. Plus, I resist the Outrage. I thought maybe I could live that if it wasn't a crit and get a couple of Iron Heads off. But then I realized that Togekiss is a fairy and he's immune to Outrage, and plus I'm Choice Scarfed and would be faster anyway. So that was pretty stupid on my part. I should have just gone into the Togekiss to begin with. So I just sacrificed Excadrill for absolutely no reason. So we're gonna get rid of the Charizard finally, and was that thing fucking confused? Oh yeah, the Outrage. Okay, man, I was like, dude, what just happened? Like, with the battle animations off, this goes by so fast. So he's gonna fake us out, and this does so much damage, and I'm like, okay, it's a crit. Okay, I was like, dude, this Ambipom is like fucking scary. I don't want any part of these things ever again. But after seeing it was a crit, I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand. So these things, I will never sleep on an Ambipom again. Definitely scary. Do not fuck with. So Togekiss is in there. He's just getting beat up by Sand. He's like, man, just please take me out. Like, please take me out of here. So, I could have gone in and just, I could have just kept Air Slashing, but I didn't really think it would kill. So I just went into Venusaur. I figured this is my best matchup. He can't really hurt me. And I've got that Sludge Bomb, which is going to destroy that thing. So he is going to glare me, and this was extremely important, this glare. This changed everything in the match, this glare. He shows me the hidden power ice. I kind of figured he had it. It doesn't matter. I expected him to switch, because he couldn't really hurt me. But he just stayed in. So I went for the Toxic there on this, expecting a switch, but he didn't. So that bought him a couple extra turns to hit me with hidden power, as I just utterly destroy him with a Sludge Bomb there, which is what I should have just done for the first place. Anyway, so now he goes into the Umbreon, and this is where it gets to be a pain in the ass. We go for the Synthesis. We're at full health, pretty much. I know these things have great special defense, and he's getting all those curses up to, like, really buff his defense, too. So this Umbreon is getting really scary. It's getting really, really defensive. I'm not really able to hurt it too much. I'm going to expect it to have recovery. So this is where I'm understanding all the nightmares about Umbreon and stuff like that. I got to get one of these things. So he's going to go for a payback. After all those curses, I expected that to do so much damage, but it doesn't do shit. And I realize it's because I'm paralyzed, so he's going first. So if he had not paralyzed me with Superior, he would absolutely have destroyed Venusaur already. But because I'm paralyzed, he's moving first, and the paybacks aren't doing shit. So I'm just hoping to Toxic Stall this thing, and of course, he shows me the Heal Bell, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I can't deal with this. I can't do it. It can't be done. Alright, like, you know how much I love Chansey, and, like, how much I talk about how much of an invulnerable beast Chansey is. Well, like, Umbreon is almost just as bad. So, I figure I just have to keep getting Toxics up on him and, like, waste turns and stuff like that. So I get a Toxic up on him there. He's got his Wish coming in. So I figure my best bet is to go into Togekiss and hit him with the Dazzling Gleam or something like that, expecting him to just Heal Bell, waiting for the Wish. But he just goes straight for a payback and absolutely murders Togekiss, and then he gets his Wish. So that was a really bad move on my part, trying to predict the Heal Bell. So I go into Grenade, and this is another, like, kind of questionable move, but I didn't really know what else to do at this point. I didn't want to just stay on my Venusaur. It didn't really seem like anybody was going to win that way. So I figured I'd just try to get some damage off with U-turn, and then just go back into Venusaur to absorb the hit. And that was pretty stupid, because that means that his payback actually went second this time, and does quite a bit more damage to Venusaur. So Venusaur's in a little bit of a rough shape, being paralyzed. He's going to be able to hit us again, and I'm hoping we live this payback, and we do. So I'm able to get a Synthesis off. Luckily, we don't get paralyzed. You know, Venusaur's still able to walk around and stuff. He's not in a wheelchair yet. So he's going to just Heal Bell off this poisoning. I'm going to put one right back on him. I expected him to Heal Bell, so I just put one right back on him. I'm just trying to whittle this thing down as much as I possibly can. I don't think I have anything left at this point. I think it is just the Umbreon and the Venusaur. So luckily I haven't gotten paralyzed in forever. And we are just able to just barely whittle this thing down to the point where we are able to take it out. So Umbreon, man, that thing's a pain in the ass. And Ambipom is legit scary. I will never sleep on an Ambipom again. I was scared. I was scared of the Azumarill, the Superior with Contrary, you know, the Mamoswine, even the Charizard a little bit. But it was the Ambipom and the Umbreon, man. I slept on them and they got me, and it came down to the wire. And the only reason we won is because he paralyzed me with Glare, and made me slower, and I didn't get paralyzed a bunch. If either one of those two things would have been, you know, changed, we for sure would have lost that. But anyway, so we were lucky, for sure, in this one to come out on top. Alright guys, thanks for watching, even though nobody's probably watching. Let me know if you're watching. That'd be great. And I'll see you later.